Alright, let me just see if we're recording. And yes, we're recording. Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to not create a contact form, not do any of the validation, but make it so it'll take the data and put it into a database. Let me show you. So we can write JSON I won't put anything that's not required. Let's put some random comments. Send. If this little successful, and if we go to map, forms, browse, see, here's our thing. Alright, now I'm gonna, yes, and we're going to go to text, and first let's just create, a database. Or actually, no, we're not going to create. Let's see. Structure. Alright, so let me show you what we have basically. So we have an ID with an integer of a max of 50. It's the primary key. I don't know if you can see that anywhere. Yeah, it has a primary key and it's auto-incrementing. Here we have a name. Actually, you know what? Let me just create this. You go to touch, check with draw. And yes, so it's easier. So you guys know how to do it. So I'm gonna write contact MySQL number fields 6 for this one right here. Always do one more than you have fields because you want to do an ID. So ID need to be an integer 50 index primary and auto incrementing. Now name with 50 email. I'm leaving all of these right here at the very first one where it should be. Twitter 50 comments, and for comments I'm giving them 500. Alright, and we hit save. Alright, so now we got this, and you can see our SQL up here. Alright, so now let me show you the form we got. First, up here, I'm defining an array right here. Then I'm collecting all this right here and trimming it with HTML special characters, strip tags, and trim. So you get it pretty trimmed out. Then I have a form, simple, no action, it's a post. It has a name field, email field, username, URL, comments, all with validation to make sure they're under their limit and that all the fields are required and they're valid. Well, this one isn't required, but otherwise. Alright, so, and I also have to keep this easier, I have right here this errors array. Every time there's a new error, I'm just adding some random content to it. Alright, so we're gonna write if not empty, the variable go, which you define at the top. Basically what this means is, because right here I have a hidden field, go. This is kind of like my trigger to start the validation. So if you see all these, I'm starting with that. So I'm going to keep everything in here. I'm going to write if empty errors, which is that array where we're adding just those random values right here every time there's an error. That means if there's no errors, and you're going to write MySQL underscore connect. Alright? Alright, now the first one is your host. Mine is localhost because I'm doing it on my computer. I'm using MAMP, the newest version. Root and root. And now we'll just close that off. And we're going to write if the and then also, oops, what you want to do is you want to house this, keep that connect in a variable. So we're gonna connect. There we go. Command C. Paste that. So if that fails, basically, then we want to die. Right. Bad connection. Then now we're gonna write MySQL error. Delete that and save. Alright. So now we're going to go here. Oh no, wait. Yeah. And now we're going to select the database. Alright, so now we're going to I just like to call it database equals MySQL select DB, and now let's see, what do we call our database? We called it tuts, comma, and the variable where we keep all our password information. So connect, and now we're going to copy and paste this. Now I'm going to take this, paste it there. Bad. And now I'm going to write bad database. So you know the difference between our errors. Now, if everything works, now we will do our validation. Now, let's go to here. It's PHP MySQL contact PHP. Alright, and see if we send it, we get all these errors and everything. So I'm just gonna fill in some dummy. I'm not even gonna test the validation because I've tested it before. Alright, and now I'm going to hit send. And now we don't get anything, so that means it's a successful connection. Alright, you can keep this in here, but you don't need to. I will just for the do it. MySQL underscore query. Now, whatever you call these quotes, I think. Now you're going to do insert into. Now this is where you put the table. So if we look back at your configuration, the table is called. Let's just copy this, and then you have to add a C at the front. All right, so C, Command V, MySQL, and I believe you go like this, where you type in the fields. So we're not going to add anything into ID, but we will add something. So what we're going to do is we're just going to type in all the fields that we have in our form. So in the order that we want to access them. So name, email, Twitter, URL, and comments. And I find it helpful to always put this in the same order your form is and in your database. That just helps. Now we're going to in caps, values, and now again, and this in single quotes. Okay, so the first one, the name, we're going to give the variable name that we defined at the top. Then, oops, not that. Now we're going to write email, then Twitter, then URL. Oh wait, I don't want to. And then at the end, we're going to write comments. And I'm going to make this, I'm just going to house this in a variable 2. And I'm going to write if pound put, or not pound, but $, the variable. This is just checking, this will say, so it worked. Now we're going to write echo successful. Alright, now let's just make sure there's no errors. Alright, good. I know I could do it in there, but I like to do it in here. Alright, so now I'm going to go here and just fill in. I won't fill anything in. Alright, there we go. Send message. Successful. Now, if we look in our database, and we up into here, go to, oops, that's the wrong thing. You can browse it, and see, here it is, the content. And see, we go ID 1. Now, if we hit send again, and reload the browse tab, now I have 2. Alright, that's it for right now, and pretty soon I am going to make a tutorial on how to do the validation that I have going right here. And one more thing is, if you did notice, I'm using PHP to keep the values in the field. Let me just show you what I have, because that's really quick, like a little quick extra tip. So what we're doing is, I'll show you for so we're going value, and then again, PHP if not empty go. You don't have to have that, but I am, and then I'm just echoing the URL, which is this, and then for the comments, I'm doing the same thing, but instead of in the value, in between the comments tag. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.